So they'll be calling you a radical. Here, camera girls, it running?
Yep.
So we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. INL from hell. Little new skill, get down with Ezra Pound in the breeding grounds. Fucking Hemingway. The new Three Red Suns burning into the fucking place. There we go. Oh, salmon. What's that got to do with Idaho? What's that got to do with Idaho? My grandfather, Abe the Fourth, gave me this. I caught a lot of redfish on Redfish Lake right here, all the way to Duck Valley, Idaho, fucking Utah. So let's get a shot of our friends here at the Snake River Fly Company. He's the gem. They're all over this, and so I got set straight. So the bookstore. What's the name of the bookstore, Lisa?
The Walrus and the Carpenter.
So what's his name?
Will Thompson.
So Will, and there's one of the great old writers from McCammon, who, you know, my grandmother, Ella Potter Saint.
Yes.
So she set me straight. She says, Kevin, you talking about Ezra Pound getting down? I says, well, but, you know, that's a thin thread, Kevin. He was only born here. He wasn't here long. And I says, yeah, but what about Hemingway? She says, you're forgetting about the greatest one of all. Spin this up here and get the sign. Peterson! And so, the sign, don't tell anybody about this place. So you need to go to Park City, Utah. You need to go to, what's your elitist in Colorado? Where do you go?
Oh, all kinds. Boulder, Vail, Aspen, you name it.
Run along up to Idaho to Boise or Sun Valley. Shh, don't tell them about this place, Lisa. Whatever you do, do not tell them about this place. Goya. Dale. Goya. Fascism. Dale. Picasso. So, this is from the University of Mexico. The activists that were murdered. The environmentalists, the young environmentalists, the greatest slaughter of young environmentalists in history. We don't talk about that one. As the Bear River Massacre on Balco right here. So, new scale from hell. So she says, Kevin, you don't talk about the greatest of them all. Fisher! Oh, she set me straight. I'm like, oh my God, you're right. So getting down, never caught a paper fish. So the salmon collapsed. The steelhead have epically collapsed. Epic. Post-Fukushima. It's all Fukushima. Fukushima is... You know, we're going to start doing more work in the bookstore with Will. He's a fucking gem. So we're headed to Atomic City. You know, my friend route's up there. Cancer for all. So I'm going to have a picnic here. Was this Sinclair? Upton? How about a guy named Utah Phillips? How about Bernard DeVoto? His ashes are sprinkled. The conservationists. Remember, they were conservatives. How about Fawn McKay Brody? Ezra Pound getting down. How about the new Three Sons? Fucking Hemingway. Fucking, how about Kevin Blanche? Fucking published. So, the propaganda. Hey, what was Winston's 1984? What's that guy's name that wrote that book? Orwell? Hey, Winston. What was Winston's girlfriend's name?
Lisa.
It's whatever I told you, right? So I told you the name. Pollyanna? Sally, Lori, Ella, you're learning. Their name was Lisa. That's good. So we're going to have a America propaganda picnic on the Snake River. We're going salmon fishing. Bring your pole, Kevin. My grandma, we would wrap in burlap when we go up Dempsey Creek. We'd go up freaking all these the Portneuf, whatever, and we used to catch salmon from the Pacific Ocean. Get down with Ezra Pound in the breeding ground. That's what I told him. Yeah, wait a minute though. We could say that I said getting down with Ezra Pound in the breeding ground. His mom and dad bred him here. He was spawned here. And Haley, we're elitists. Let's go to Sun Valley. I thought that was named Ketchup. For potatoes. Isn't they name it ketchup? Because they put ketchup on potatoes? Oh, that's ketchum. Let's catch some salmon. There are no salmon. We're still fishing. Barbless hooks. Extinction. Let's extinct the last steelhead. Because I'm an elitist. So let's get in our picnic basket. Look at this picnic basket. Look at that.
It's the American propaganda picnic basket.
Let's have a propaganda fascism fucking thing. Let's transform Utah into the great military industrialist complex. $700. So Picasso stood up to Franco. He's declared himself a communist. Go ahead, Picasso. Go ahead. He's declared himself a communist. What about you, Salvador? You fled. What about you? You a commie? You no good commie? The welfare queens, the nuclear energy at INL from hell. New scale, new scale. They're the commies. No, they're not commies. What are they? They're welfare fucking creeps. They're mass murderers at new scale, new scale. Idaho atomic city from hell. Retesting nuclear bombs. The CEO of New Scale on the Oregon banks of the river. Right as the salmon are collapsing. And his lover, she's head of the NRC from here, from Idaho. So Utah's going to pay for this for an Oregon billionaire company, and they're going to test them in Idaho at Idaho next to volcanoes, lava, 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 hot springs, lava, hide under the desk, hurry, hide. Let's have a picnic, hurry, let's have a good old-fashioned, this is Idaho, we're Americans, we're Americans. What are you, some kind of commie? Salvador Dali. Let's kill the last Bannock. The Bannock fought back. This is Bannock County. So you a communist like they are? I certainly am. Not. What'd you say? Ask me again. Are you a commie? You a communist? You swore allegiance to God? I certainly am. Not. So let's have a propaganda Kool-Aid. Let's kill. Here, you got any smallpox blankets in there from Rocky Flats?
No.
Oh, we forgot the smallpox blanket. What's in there? That's pretty empty.
Yeah.
Oh. That's all I see. You got an apple with a bite out of it, Steve Chinese Jobs? Oh, that's an iPad you're using? You freaking must... Go ahead, go. I didn't buy it. Getting better. Getting better. Getting better. So the great writer I was in there with, we're going to have dinner together, blah, blah, blah. The festival's up here this weekend. I'll come back up. Bernard DeVoto. Fawn McKay Brody! Oh, they're Ogden? Mormons? Olson. Here's the greatest story. I want to tell this is the greatest letter to you literature people. This says publish. Fisher. She set me straight. She says, you know, I'm like, oh, you're right. Bernard DeVoto, driving back from Harvard, Mark Twain's published. He's the elitist now. He's left Ogden. These gun-toting, mass murdering fucking creeps. The Bernard DeVoto Dividing Society at Weber State University. Fawn McKay Brody, blackballed, young history professor at 40 years old, first female dean in the country. Throw her off the university. Throw her fucking out of the state. Born and raised in Ogden. Weber State professor. Throw her out! Fucking Idaho State. We're missing plutonium? Plutonium from Idaho State was in the backseat of a car coming from Los Alamos. It's missing? Maybe that's in the picnic basket. Olson, the great poet. Look up his drunken rants, the genius. They're driving back. They get invited to Stanford from Harvard. They're driving across the country. They get to John Weber, Kill the Natives, the great Indian killer, fucking Iowa. He slams on the brakes, DeVoto. What the fuck are you doing, fucking Olson says. He says, I drove out of that godforsaken fucking county. I won't drive back in. This is Bannock County, Bannock County, Bannock County. Oh, they fought back. Oh, they fought back. Stand tuned and we'll head out to the fucking INL from hell, New Scale from hell. Turn off? No. Oh, it won't. I tried to stop at 9/11. They don't like your touch. You must be oh, you're a Rocky Flats girl. Hey, what about that car that the wheel went off?
Yeah, your car?
Do you know about Karen Silkwood?
Yeah, I do.
Ooh, try to make a sequel out of me.